What's up, everybody? It's Gomlet coming at you with a different video today. I know lately I've just been doing a bunch of Magic Arena gameplay, but today there's something I really wanted to talk about. So this post showed up today, March 8, 2019. A closer look at the stained glass Planeswalkers. If you haven't seen the War of the Spark teaser, really doesn't say a lot. They pan around this tower on Ravnica, and there's stained glass artwork of all these different Planeswalkers. We've got Samut, Bolas, Ashiok, Domri Raid, and so forth. A lot of Planeswalkers we know about, and a few I think we don't. Like this Planeswalker right here looks really cool, and I don't think that we've seen them on a card before. But I know I want that Planeswalker. I don't care what it does, I want this card. So yeah, they have confirmed today in this article each of these 36 Planeswalkers will have a Planeswalker card in War of the Spark. The card art will be different, though. In fact, the stained glass versions aren't appearing on cards at all. So a little bit of bad news. The stained glass art not appearing. There's not going to be like Masterpiece versions with the stained glass art, which is pretty lame, because the stained glass art is beautiful. But this is the first set in the history of Magic with even more than single digits of Planeswalkers. There's 36. That's insane. Ixalan and Dominaria both have 3 Planeswalkers in them. You know, Karn, Teferi, and Jaya, or Jace, Vraska, and Huatli. This set has 12 times that many. There's 36 Planeswalkers in the set. So if each of these Planeswalkers isn't a reprint, if they're all a brand new Planeswalker, then there's going to be like 50 Planeswalkers in Standard. And it does say to see the new cards. That does not really imply just a reprint of old Samut, or just a reprint of old Domri, or a reprint of old Ral. Just so that, you know, there's not as many Planeswalkers in Standard, or just a reprint of Karn from Dominaria. That implies they might all be brand new versions. So there might be like 50 Planeswalkers in Standard, and even if they're not, there's at least 36 Planeswalkers in Standard. That's insane. This is crazy, and it's really cool, in my opinion. As someone who drafts and plays casual primarily, this is awesome news, but I understand for a lot of people, for Standard, for Arena players, this might actually be really worrisome news, because how do you balance this? Does every deck in Standard just become Super Friends? Super Friends is a deck where you just play a bunch of Planeswalkers and cards to defend them, and that's it. You just play Planeswalkers and Wrath of Gods, pretty much, and that's your deck plan. I have to imagine there will be at least one Super Friends deck that's really good, even if that doesn't become the whole format. So yeah, I have no idea what Standard's going to look like with 36 Planeswalkers in it. Maybe they do something where they're like, actually, these Planeswalkers aren't Standard legal, but I highly doubt that happens, because this is a set coming out in Standard. You know, it's the third part of the new Ravnica sets. It's the final battle between Bolas and the Gatewatch. There was already a lot going for this set. This set was already very exciting from a story perspective. But now, 36 Planeswalkers? The other thing I haven't mentioned yet, each booster pack will contain a Planeswalker, just like in Dominaria. Maybe I have mentioned that, I forget. So in Dominaria, each booster had a legendary. In War of the Spark, each booster has a Planeswalker. That's crazy. So each booster is going to have a rare or a mythic and a Planeswalker, just like every booster in Dominaria had a rare or a mythic and a legendary. That's incredibly cool. And the reason that I say that, they haven't technically said that there will still be a rare or a mythic and a Planeswalker in the pack. The reason I say that is if there's just a Planeswalker in every pack, and there's not an additional rare or mythic, then there's literally just no non-rare or mythic, or there's literally no non-Planeswalker rares or mythic in the set, and I don't think that's going to happen. Maybe it does happen. Maybe these are the rares and mythics, that's it. Everything else is just like uncommon and lower. I don't actually know. It's crazy. It's insane news. The set is going to be historically awesome or historically awful, depending on if Standard breaks or not, depending on if the draft format breaks or not. But one thing's for sure. this format is historic. It is going to be a major thing. And I for one am very excited because this is going to be an exceptionally different limited format, and what I play primarily is limited and commander, and for both of those things, this set's awesome. Even if the limited format ends up being really unbalanced and irritating because there's just planeswalkers everywhere, which I don't think it will be because everyone will have planeswalkers. You know, everybody's got them. No one's at a huge advantage that way, unless some of the planeswalkers are just way better than the others. Which it's probably hard to balance 36 different planeswalkers, but we'll see. Yeah, this is insane. That's going to be so fun to go to a pre-release event with a bunch of other people, and everyone has 6 planeswalkers they get to choose from for their deck. That's super cool. That is phenomenally cool. So, what are your guys' thoughts on the set? I just wanted to let my thoughts out there, because this is insane. I don't even know what my thoughts are yet. I have to see the set first, before I know for sure if this is... I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's historic. It's something totally different. It's ridiculous. It's honestly super cool. The rumors were true. The rumors were more than true. There were rumors that this set was going to have a lot of planeswalkers in it. There were rumors that it was just going to have every mythic was going to be a planeswalker. But I don't remember a lot of rumors about every single booster pack having a planeswalker. That's absolutely crazy. And there's 36 planeswalkers in the set, 36 boosters in a box. Is it completely randomly seeded? Or have they done a nice thing for players that like to buy booster boxes, and there's guaranteed one of every planeswalker in a booster box? That would be super cool. That would be phenomenally cool for the people that just like to buy one booster box of each set, and that's how they play. I don't buy booster boxes, I just draft and keep the stuff that I drafted and trade with people. But for people who do, if you could just buy a booster box and guaranteed you get a Bolas and an Ashiok and a Karn and a Tybalt and all that, that would be super dope. So yeah, I think the set sounds really cool in concept. I'm all for it, but I understand if you're not. I understand if you're worried about standard. I understand if you don't like planeswalkers and you've got planeswalker fatigue, because there's been so many already. And even with like planeswalker decks and stuff, there's been a lot of planeswalkers. Just let me know what you guys think in the comments below. This is absolutely insane to me, and I'm still just trying to fathom it all. But I'm very excited to see how the set turns out. The other craziest thing about this, though, is that they announced this basically like 2 months before the set comes out. So we have to just sit here and we know that this is happening, but we don't get to play it or see the cards. Or we've still got about a month before they start spoiling what the cards themselves actually do. So they're just going to let this sit there, let this fester, let this boil. This information is just sitting in our minds as we're waiting to see how on earth this is going to turn out. But yeah, as I said before, I'm just trying to process all this. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Definitely would love to have a discussion about this. This is crazy. This is the biggest news in Magic the Gathering as a whole for a long time, in my opinion, because this is crazy. You know, this isn't just a set with a different sub-theme. This is a set with a major... Like, it's breaking a lot of rules that they set before. Planeswalkers were supposed to be these mythic things that you got very rare. They were always pretty powerful, and there were only a few in each set, and now they're everywhere. There's one in every pack. So yeah. Thank you for indulging me and hearing out my thoughts, and basically me just word vomiting all over this video, and just trying to comprehend how this is going to work, what's going on. Very excited. Definitely can't wait to see spoilers, can't wait to play the set. I'm pretty sure I'm going to draft this set more than any other set in a long time, just because it's so different. Even if it ends up being different in a bad way, and it's just irritating, and it's like whoever draws the Planeswalker first wins, still probably going to end up playing it a whole bunch, because you don't get to have that different of a play experience that often. There's no other draft format where every time you know you're going to have a Planeswalker in your deck. So, yeah. Um, thank you for watching. Leave your comments below. Let's talk about this. This is insane. I'll see you all for more Magic Arena videos soon. And probably some more videos about my thoughts on what on earth is going on with the next Magic set coming to paper and Arena in a couple months now. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.